Well, stand back for the shock and awe of Andy Rice's Heroes and Zeros. Ta-da!
That's one of your better introductions.
Do you think, have they been bad up until now?
I like that one a lot.
No, that's a,
it's a
double-handed compliment, I think, yeah. So what is your hero?
Well, you know, Jen, sometimes brands face new competitors who are not only threatening to disrupt the market, but become so big and so enormous that you might almost feel like giving up. And that's perhaps what the brand manager for Yellow Pages must have felt when things like Google, that tiny little brand, appeared on their horizon. And but they didn't give up. They didn't say, well, I can't cope. They looked at their strategy and said, maybe there's some other way of doing this. And look at what is their particular strength versus a brand like Google. And what Yellow Pages have done is emphasize the importance of local relevance in terms of search results. Because sometimes you spend hours on Google trying to find something in your neighborhood, and you're constantly sent to Connecticut or to Valparaiso or Sydney or wherever. And that's what Yellow Pages have been promoting in a very engaging series of television commercials that have been, I think, on air for a while now, but brought to my attention again recently. One features a world-famous dance instructor who's done terrifically, but is based in Copenhagen and Denmark. And that's not much use to you if you're looking for dance lessons in Bryanston. And the other is a French plumber who has set new standards for his industry. Yes. But again, you want one in Blairgowrie, not one in Paris. And these two commercials, and there may be more in the series, I'm not sure, for me combine a very sound strategy to make you reevaluate the Yellow Pages brand, but delivered in the most engaging and humorous way. So I think the combination of those two, strategy and execution, make yellowpages.co.za a deserved hero.
Today, this enfant terrible of Parisian plumbing dominates online search results. And at 24 is the most sought-after plombier in all of France. But you're not in France, and neither is your burst pipe. yellowpages.co.za for local, reliable results.
Are you going to please me today?
Well, I might do it. It's quite interesting because about a month ago we singled out Audi and gave them a zero for the fact that they had all of these glamour shots of their car racing around what purported to be Africa, and may well have been Africa. But it was one of those commercial shots for a global market, and despite the whole proposition being that Quattro is for Africa and Africa is Quattro country, it was all left-hand drive cars on the wrong side of the road. And guess what? Along comes Volvo, and Volvo asked a question.
So what does a Swedish car company know about life in South Africa?
Now that's supposedly a rhetorical question, because you're meant to say, well, of course, lots. And what do? They show us their brand new Volvos racing along on the wrong side of the road, the driver on the wrong side of the car, and immediately it undermines everything that you think about the authenticity of the claim. And we're very grateful to Ryan McGee for bringing that to our attention in an email to the ad feature page.
You can't pull the wool over everybody's eyes.
No, of course you can't.
You just can't.
It's economies of scale. They're trying to find cheap ways of making a commercial that can be used all around the world. And of course the Hawkeye consumer in this country says, no way, Jose.
Now, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to have your thoughts on this week's Heroes and Zeros. So where do you go to?
Well, go to the ad feature with Andy Rice page on Facebook, and not only comment on today's Heroes and Zeros, but put your own ones up there, the ones that really make you laugh or make you weep in despair.
Yes, because often we refer to them.
Yeah.
They very, very often give us either a hero or a zero.
We look at them all.